wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel every level, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel every level, and I feel that I need when I'm lying, I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do another how to sound like video, so we're going to try and get the tones on Song 2 by Blur. So this is kind of like a cult classic song from Blur, quite different to what they usually do, it's quite heavy, and it's really fun to try and get the tones on this one. So I should say I managed to find a multi-track for this one again as well, so the only things that you're hearing from the original song are the drums and the vocals. Everything else I did from scratch, the guitars and the bass tones. Again, like usual, having these multi-tracks helps me get much closer because I can hear all the parts isolated and really sculpt the tone to get as close to the original recording as possible. So there's a couple of key ingredients that will help us get Graham Coxon's sound on this song. We need a good Telecaster style guitar, so for that I'm using my Macmull T-Classic, and then he used, I believe, his 1959 Super Lead Plexi, so for that I'm actually using this beautiful Cornell 4550 Plexi head. This thing is absolutely killer. I recently got this and I'm blown away by how good it sounds. Dennis Cornell is kind of notorious in the amp world. He's worked with people like Noel Gallagher, Alex Turner, Clapton, Peter Frampton, Katie Tunstall, loads of other people, and for good reason because his amps really do sound great. The Cornell is running through the Universal Audio aux just at attenuate ever so slightly, and then it's running into my Celestion G12M65 Creamback speakers and being recorded by the Lewitt LCT640 TS microphone. So I had the Cornell set really clean so we can get that opening little guitar part. And then for the distortion part, Graham Coxon is famous for using like a big muff and a rat style pedal. So for the rat style pedal, I'm actually using the Airavata by Siren pedals. This is a killer distortion pedal with loads of flexibility, and you can really make it sound like a rat if you want to as well. I actually recently did a full demo of this, so if you'd like to see that, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. And then I actually had that running into a big muff style pedal just to get that really heavy wall of sound style distortion that we hear on the original recording. So for that, I was using the Tup Fuzz by Expresso FX. This thing's absolutely killer. It also has like a bass kick and mid kick switch as well, but I had them stock so it's closer to what a normal big muff would sound like. And for this sound like I actually did the bass part as well, which is like this really distorted bass part. And for that, again, I used the Airavata by Siren pedals, but we'll talk about that later. So there's actually going to be links in the description to every piece of gear I use in this video and any pieces of gear I use to record my videos. These are affiliate links and they just help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate it if you go and check them out. If at any point in this video you do like the sound like, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot. Alright, so let's get started. So the first opening clean part, I went to the middle position on the telly and it was just really straightforward. It's just that. So we'll check out what that sounds like going straight into the Cornell first, and then I'll show you what each pedal is doing to the sound as well. So the Macmull T-Classic straight into the Cornell 4550 Plexi sounds like this. Again, we're on the middle position on the telly, which is both pickups, so... So that sounds really close to me. It definitely sounds like it's in the middle position. And then for the heavy part, we go to the bridge position. Now, one thing to note is that when I've seen a lot of people play this, they usually play it in drop D down here. But I've seen Graham Coxon play it live, and he seems to be playing it up in standard tuning at the 8th fret. And he's kind of got the F power chords, but then also the C in the bass. So it sounds kind of like drop D, but it's not. So on the bridge pickup straight into the Cornell sounds like this. And then with the Airavata by Siren pedals, sounds like this. Which sounds close, but it's not scooped enough. So I can definitely tell that Graham Coxon used the muff in conjunction with his rat on the recording. So if we kick on the Tup Fuzz by Expresso FX along with the Siren pedals, it'll sound like this. So as you can see, all in conjunction with that, it really gets us closer to the tone. So I'm going to pull out the guitar parts isolated from the intro song. You're going to see the settings of the Siren pedals Airavata on the screen, as well as the Expresso FX Tup Fuzz. The only thing to note is that on the Airavata, the clipping mode selector is in the right position, and that's pretty much it. Again, we're on the bridge pickup for the heavy parts, and then just clean straight into the Cornell Plexi on the middle position for the clean parts. So the guitar parts isolated from the intro song sound like this. There's also one other little guitar part that comes in where it's just playing the single note, where it's like... which we kind of hear just all the way through. It's kind of panned to the left as the right speaker's playing the normal chords. So I'll just quickly pull out like a 5-second clip of that so you can hear the tone on that. Again, it was the Tup Fuzz and the Siren pedals Airavata together. Okay, so the last other part that we're going to look at is the bass part. So for this, I was using the Airavata by Siren's pedals by itself with settings like this. And all I did was split the signal from the bass so I could record a clean tone into my interface as well as the distorted tone and then blend them together, just so we get a bit of definition by getting the clean blend in there as well. So you'll see in the intro song, there's the bass playing the whole thing normally, and then there's like a little bass lick that comes in as well. So I'll pull out the normal bass part isolated from the intro song first, and then the little lick that comes in as well, so you can see and hear exactly what's going on. Again, you'll see the settings of the Airavata by Siren pedals on the screen as well. So there we have it. That was a look at how to get the tones on Song 2 by Blur. This was a really fun one for me to get because It's just such a classic song, and having all the little pieces of gear that can get us really close really helped. The Macmull T-Classic obviously nailing Graham Coxon's telly tones, the Cornell 4550 Plexi getting his big super lead style tones, and then the Tup Fuzz in conjunction with the Siren pedals Airavata to get the Proco Rat and the big muff style distortion tones really helped us get that wall of sound thing going on. So let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to the original song, and any future how to sound like videos you'd like to see me do. There's going to be affiliate links in the description to every piece of gear I use. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate it if you go and check them out. Again, I also recently did a demo of the Airavata by Siren pedals, so if you'd like to see that, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. If you did like this how to sound like video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot. That way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.